connection. Of course, I'm getting a little too comfortable with him because he just watch me every time I come here to pour the water. So hey everybody, this is the Vessel Whisperer again. And in case you haven't noticed it, my friend Stretch is right here. I came to pour the water in the pond a little later today because I was hoping to see him, and he's right here. As I was walking in, I heard a lot of commotion. There was a group of javelinas that drink from this pond almost every day. They are here almost like during the day. I see them in the cameras about 5 times during the day. They drink a lot of water and they take a bath. They bring their babies. They take their babies to drink water. There is about 4 babies of javelinas. 2 are a little older and the other 2 are very tiny still. But as I was walking in, I heard all the commotion, and the javelinas heard me as I was walking. They heard me and they just took off running. So I stopped to make sure that the babies didn't stay behind, because one time there was a group of kids chasing some javelinas around, and the 2 babies got separated from their parents, and then they started following each other, just following their mother's scent, I guess, and they took off the way the older or the adult javelinas took off. Today is really hot. It's really humid, so I'm sweating a lot. But as I was saying, the javelinas took off, and I stopped for a little bit to make sure that the babies followed their mother. And when they left, I continued walking here, and I noticed the rattlesnake is sleeping right there. So I'm glad the javelinas didn't step on him, because they were running like crazy. And as you can see, he's in the same spot, but I can tell that he has slept in his regular spot during the day, or sometime last night, I guess, because I can tell where his the shape of him sleeping is. So he has been out. I don't know if he has been out for a long time or he just came out not too long ago. But I can tell that he had been sleeping right where he usually sleeps. And he usually sleeps right here in between these 2 branches. Right here there is like you can see his shape. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it in the video, but this is what I look for every day. There is like a round shape right here where he sleeps, and whenever I see that, I know that he has been sleeping there. And that's how I found out yesterday that he must have been close, because I noticed that whenever he doesn't come back for a few days, this spot starts like getting covered with dirt and branches, and it gets disturbed. But when he has been sleeping there, you can tell the dirt is pushed out of the space, and that's how I noticed that. but today he moved from there to that spot. I think he thinks that he's better camouflage in that spot where he is right now. So anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about the purpose of these videos. And I have noticed some people get bothered by me getting so close to the rattlesnake, especially when they get in the defensive posture and when I take pictures of them and everything. But I wanted to say the purpose of these videos is just to show people that rattlesnakes in particular are not dangerous just because they want to attack you all the time. And I have been saying this throughout all my videos since I started posting videos of snakes, either in writing or when I talk about them. I always tell people the point of these videos is I want people to overcome their fear of snakes, and especially rattlesnakes. They are not dangerous if you are aware of where they are and where you are walking. Especially when you are on hiking trails, they can be sleeping like that in the middle of a hiking trail. And if you are not paying attention, of course they are gonna attack you if you step on them or you catch them by surprise, because they get scared just like people. They get scared, so their natural reaction is to bite, because they don't have anything else to defend themselves. So when they are scared, they are gonna try to bite anything that they feel is a threat to them. It is just what they are, but they are not dangerous if you know that they are there and if you give them their space. Of course, I'm not encouraging people to get this close to a rattlesnake, because if he wanted to attack me, I don't think he would be able to bite me, but he would scare me and maybe I would fall and I would have an accident. So I'm not encouraging people to get this close to a rattlesnake. I just want to teach people not to kill them just for fun, or just because they are scared, because you are scared of a snake. They didn't ask to be a snake, so they don't deserve to die just because we are scared of them. As I have said before, I grew up being very scared of animals, of all animals, and I always heard the people from the town where I grew up, and I still hear them say that they would kill anything. Somebody was just telling me the other day that they found some owls. I don't know what kind of owls, but they said that they were babies and they started throwing rocks at them until one of them fell from the tree where it was sleeping. And I was like, why did you do that? And they said, oh, because they are a bad omen or bad luck for them. So people don't understand animals. And that's what I keep hearing about people saying, oh, if you see a rattlesnake, just shot it or kill it or whatever, or put a bullet to their head. And a lot of times it's just because people don't understand these animals. And especially if you are in a place where they are, where you can be hiking and you can enjoy this wildlife, I don't think they deserve to die. It is like one time somebody asked me, why wouldn't you kill a snake? And I was like, if I'm visiting them in their space, this is their space, this is not my house, so this is their house. If I'm visiting them, I don't think they deserve to die. It is like if somebody breaks into my house and I end up being killed, or I end up dead, I don't think I would deserve to be dead because somebody decided to come to break into my house. It is almost the same thing that I want to accomplish here. Is if I come to visit them and I'm not breaking into their house, but I'm the intruder in a way. So they shouldn't be the one ending up there just because I decided to come and visit them and enjoy them. And as I always say, I dare to do all these things and to get this close to animals just to show people that they have a reaction because of what you do, of your movements and everything, so that people can learn a little bit more about these animals and understand them and not just kill them in the spot, because they are just trying to live their lives just like us. So if they are in the wild, I think you should leave them alone and just let them be. And that's my point of this video. That's why a lot of times I get close to them, just to show people what are the different reactions of rattlesnakes or other wild animals, and that way you don't have to live it in person, and you can see it, and you can learn something new every day. Sometimes these animals, these rattlesnakes, they come very close to the camera or come very close to me, and they just smell me and they know that I'm there, and they just continue their way. Sometimes they allow me to get very close to them. Like, there is a video that I just posted on YouTube where I'm walking right next to this rattlesnake, but I only dare to do that because he already knows me and I know how he reacts. I'm not saying that he will never react, have a bad reaction towards me. I'm just saying that I know him, and that if something was to happen, it would be my fault. It would not be his fault. So I just want to show people the different reactions. And that video where I'm walking right next to him, you can go watch it on YouTube, and soon I will be, I guess by the time I post this video on YouTube, the one of me walking next to him will be already on Instagram or Facebook. So I want to see what people have to say. Of course, there is people that don't like me getting so close to rattlesnakes, because they can be defensive, not aggressive, but defensive. If you make the wrong move or something was to happen, they would get defensive. So they would react to whatever you are doing. So I heard, or somebody was telling me, actually a friend of mine was telling me that I am getting too brave making my videos. And I told my friend, actually I'm not getting braver. Back in 2015, I was petting rattlesnakes. So I'm not getting braver. I don't pet rattlesnakes anymore, because I know that if you don't move fast enough, or you are not fast enough, and as I'm getting older, I don't move as fast as when I was 30 or 25 or whatever. And so I'm not trying to touch them anymore like before. So I'm not getting any braver. I just want people to see what their reactions are, and I always try to stay to keep my distance from them. And it is very important to know how far they can strike, and when they are in the strike position. A lot of people are confused about that, and they think that they can strike, they can go their entire length, and that is not true, because a lot of rattlesnakes that have had a reaction have never tried to strike at me, because I'm not in their range, or their striking range. So it is not true that they can strike at the length of their body. Actually, what I have read is that they can strike at 1/3 to half their size of their body. So this one can easily get me where I am right now, because he is about 6 feet long, and I'm about, my arm right here is about 2 feet away from him. So you can tell that he could get me if I make the wrong move. So that's why I'm trying to stay in that same distance and not to make sudden movements, because you never know when they will react, and they will have a defensive reaction. Of course, I'm getting a little too comfortable with him, because he just watches me every time I come here to pour the water. He just watches me, and he never does anything. So somebody commented that maybe he connects that my visits here are for something good, because he can drink water from there, and also he can get something to eat, because a lot of quail and other birds come to this area, so he can easily get something to eat. So somebody commented that maybe he's connecting my visit with that. So anyways, I don't want to make him uncomfortable and go away, so I'm just gonna stop the video right here. I hope you like this video. I hope you learned something new, and I will see you in my next adventure.